Welcome to Lingua Wire English A2. Today, we have two stories, baby trafficking and a big military expansion in Nigeria. To help you follow today, transcripts and vocabulary are at linguawire.com. Our first story is about babies taken from Indonesia to Singapore. A court in Indonesia has now convicted 19 people. But one big question is still open. What happens to the babies now? Sarah, you cover this story for Lingua Wire.
That is the key question after the verdict. The court found the group guilty of trafficking at least 34 babies. The babies were sold for adoption, the report says. Most of them were meant for Singapore. At least 12 babies were sent there.
So the court case is over, but the human story is not. What do we know about the families caring for those babies?
Some adoptive parents in Singapore are waiting nervously. They do not know if they will keep the children. One father, David, said he wants both governments to decide soon. That shows how uncertain things still are.
Yes, and that uncertainty must be hard for them. Are the children likely to return to Indonesia?
No one knows yet. The report says that question is now at the center of the case. Some people may want the babies to go back. Others will think about the children's lives in Singapore now.
So the verdict answered the court case, but not the future. And because these are very young children, any choice will be very sensitive. What makes this case stand out so much?
It is the scale and the countries involved. This was not only one baby. It was a network and it crossed borders. That is why people in both countries have followed it closely.
Our second story is about Nigeria and its armed groups. The president has approved the country's largest military expansion in recent times. That means more soldiers and new army divisions. Adam, can you walk us through the decision?
Yes, the government has approved 28,000 extra soldiers. It has also approved 4 new army divisions. That will take the total to 12 divisions. Officials say this should help the army work faster.
So the plan is about speed and control, not just size. Why is the government doing this now?
Nigeria is under heavy pressure from armed groups. These groups include militant Islamists, separatists, and gangs. Some kidnap civilians for ransom. Officials say the violence is still a major problem.
That sounds like a very difficult security picture. Was there a recent attack that shows the pressure?
Yes, there were 2 recent examples. In Zamfara, an armed gang killed at least 20 villagers. In Borno, 46 students were taken from a school. The army rescued the students hours later.
That rescue matters, but the danger is still there. So, what do the new divisions change in practical terms?
The government says they should improve coordination and intelligence sharing. They should also give faster response times. Right now, some divisions cover very large areas. That can stretch soldiers and resources too thin.
So this is a response to a real problem on the ground. Do people think it will work?
Some may see it as a strong step. Others may ask if more troops alone can solve the problem. The violence is complex, so the answer is not simple.
That makes sense. The government is trying to act, but the threat is still moving. First, 3 words from Story 1. The verdict is the final decision in a court case. In the story, it ended the trial, but not what happens next. Example: the verdict came after a long court case. To adopt means to legally take a child into your family. In the story, the babies were sold for adoption. Example: they hope to adopt a child next year. To keep means to continue having something. In the story, the adoptive parents in Singapore do not know if they will keep the children. Example: do you want to keep this book? Now the grammar point, has approved. We use has approved for a recent official decision by people in power. The president has approved the country's largest military expansion in recent times. The government has approved 4 new army divisions. Repeat after me, has approved. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Today, we ask one small favor. LinguaWire only launched in March, and right now, word of mouth is everything to our small team. If you know someone who loves the news and wants to learn English, or any of our 6 languages, send them this episode. It's the best way to help us grow and improve our service.